universities have been places where status quos that seemed either justified or inevitable, and then after some period of time you look back and think, how did anyone ever accept that? Right? I mean, this is the nature of all social change, and universities have always played a lead role, or at least a frontline role, in the kinds of protests and questioning that have led to pretty much every kind of social change. I by no means mean that universities have a monopoly on it, nor that they should have a monopoly on it. You get a variety of challenges that come with this, and one I'm very well familiar with is when people are filled with a sense of righteousness, they often become, or I might even say immediately become, quite intolerant of people who don't think the way they do, people who aren't as good as they are. And one of the forces you have to contend with in universities is you want them to be places of criticism, but that means they're also places on their way to a new birth of righteousness, which means they're also on their way to becoming new scenes of intolerance, new scenes of repression. We all know how easy it is about certain issues to think, if you think that, you're subhuman. Right? I mean, this is a pretty frequent way for Americans to think about social problems nowadays. That actually is not either politically constructive, nor is it compatible with the mission of a university. Universities have to protect the space for protest, the space for questioning, and they have to ask of people to be sufficiently respectful of one another, not only not to shut them down, but even to try to open your ear a little bit to the part of the truth that someone else holds.